Once Upon a Time has sadly come to its close in Season 7, but that's not stopping me from doing the final update to my ultimate family tree. With all characters and all family-related connections, I may be creating this video immediately before the final episode due to time constraints, but here we go. Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and before we get into Season 7, I need to rectify a couple of things that I forgot before. A man named Stanham, who was a friend of Zelena, was created into a new form of tin by the Wicked Witch of the North. Wish Robin and the Serum Queen got engaged. Red Riding Hood was, for a considerably long time, adopted by the Dunbrock Witch while in her canine form. Finally, Peter Pan mentions how he was adopted by an unnamed blacksmith after being abandoned by his own father. I'll put in the blacksmith, but not the father, because he of course has a father, everyone does, but the blacksmith part is unique. Now, on to Season 7. Henry has married a new version of Cinderella, who I'll simply call Cinderella 2.0. They had a daughter together whose name is Lucy. Cinderella has a mother named Cecilia and an unnamed father who Cinderella says she never knew, implying that her mom wasn't likely married to him. Her mother remarried to a man named Marcus. Marcus had a whole previous family in which he was married to a woman named Rapunzel Tremaine, a woman who is very much so separate from the other Lady Tremaine we already have down here in our tree. This woman had two daughters with Marcus, known as Drizella Tremaine and Anastasia Tremaine. This Anastasia, once again, is completely separate from another Anastasia we already have over here. But that's not all. You see, Anastasia and Drizella were both taken under the wing of a woman named Gothel. Drizella was under her wing long enough that we can even call it an adoptive relationship. And now that we have Gothel, we have opened up the tree to a vast variety of other characters. Gothel is at the helm of the Coven of the Eight, a group of several witches who she adopted. These women include Dr. Sage, Madame Leota, the Blind Witch of Oz, Seraphina, and a few other unknown members. Gothel also actually had a child with someone named Wish Hook, and this child is known as Alice 2.0, a new iteration of the old Alice from Wonderland. Wish Hook is, in fact, a man who was spawned from the wish created by the evil queen and Aladdin, so we can connect him up in there with the rest of the Wish realm. He claims his mother's name is also Alice, so we can put that up there as well. And I know that some of this also applies to the other Hook, but I'm not going to keep creating unnecessary duplicates like that, so here we are. Next, Zelena's daughter, Robin, has a romantic relationship with Alice 2.0, which connects things in that way as well. Speaking of Zelena, she had an extremely temporary one-sided love to a man named Ivo. Ivo was the father of Hansel and Gretel. We don't need to put 2.0s on these Hansel and Gretels, since if you remember, we never really had a spot to put the old Hansel and Gretel on this tree. Anyways, this Hansel, who is also known as Jack, from Jack and the Beanstalk, and under his curse name Nick, who's a lawyer and the infamous candy killer, actually had a cursed relationship with Cinderella 2.0, which briefly was maintained through Season 7, so I'll add it in. Zelena is engaged to Chad. Drizella, in her past life, had a fiancé who was the son of the king of the New Enchanted Forest, who had another son who was the target of Cinderella's planned assassination. Rapunzel Tremaine adopted her step-granddaughter Lucy for some time, and finally, Regina had a relationship with Dr. Facilier, a man who forcefully took in a prince named Naveen, who has an unnamed brother who I won't place here for lack of space required for interpaternal connections. And Naveen also has a friendship and possible romantic relation, I'm not quite sure, with a princess named Tiana. That is sort of meh, that connection, but I do have to add her in somehow. Tiana's mother is named Eudora, and her father is an unnamed cook. Back to Gothel, she is the daughter of the previous Mother Nature, and she has a sister named Yarrow amongst a plethora of other tree nymphs. And shockingly enough, that's all. I believe Emma has a daughter named Hope or something, but I'm making this video right before the final episode due to, as I said, time constraints. So I will update things in the comment section below if anything changes in the final episode. And personally, on my tree I will change it, but I won't create a whole new video for the final episode's changes. There are also characters I simply don't have room for connections of, like Henry's fake curse family, or Captain Ahab and his crew, and the frogs Princess Tiana helped out. And yes, the full timeline video I promised will likely be coming soon too. Thanks for watching the final update to my Once Upon a Time family tree. Until next time, I'm the Theorizer.